This is everything you need to know about what happened at the Nintendo Switch 2 Direct earlier today. They started off elaborating on what the new Mario Kart game is, and it's going to kind of be like a Forza Horizon take on the franchise, and I think that's a really cool direction to go. Then we spent a lot of time going into the nitty-gritty features of the system, and I really like that kind of stuff. When a new console comes out, one of the first things I want to know actually is what kind of features are different. How is this hardware different than the other hardware other than just being a power boost? And I think they demonstrated that well. You can now use a Joy-Con for mouse controls. They finally have party chat built into the system itself without you having to use an app, and they are trying some cool things of share play and sharing your screen, although I am still skeptical about how well it's actually going to work in practice, considering even in the demo, their share screens were like chugging in frame rate. Then they covered how upgrading your Switch 1 games to Switch 2 is going to work, which is a little bit different for each game. Some games is just going to be a frame rate and resolution bump. Other games looks like it's going to come with actual new content and DLC. They didn't announce the price for these upgrades, although you will have to pay for them, and I assume that's probably because the price is going to vary from game to game depending on how much additional content you're getting with the upgrade. Then they talked about how a slew of third-party games that had previously been inaccessible on Nintendo platforms are finally coming over. Stuff like Elden Ring and Cyberpunk that previously couldn't run on a Switch are going to be on the Switch too. As far as notable new game announcements, there are really only 4, but they are pretty big deals. You have a new Hyrule Warriors game, Kirby Air Riders, which we didn't see much of, but supposedly is coming in 2025, a brand new From Software game called The Dusk Bloods, which looks like a spiritual successor to Bloodborne, which is coming in 2026, and a brand new Donkey Kong adventure game called Donkey Kong Bonanza that looks like a true follow-up to Donkey Kong 64. But that Donkey Kong game is coming out just after launch, so it's still in the launch window, and it looks like it's going to be the system seller. There are other small stuff in there, but that is the broad overview. Overall, I was kind of expecting more game announcements, but what do you think? Are you underwhelmed, overwhelmed, or just perfectly whelmed by this presentation? Let me know in the comments. If you haven't already, give me a follow.